All right, let's just get right into it. If you're a creative, especially in the events world, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that feeling, the constant fire hose of emails, the last second changes, the sense that you're not really planning, you're just wrestling with chaos. And we've kind of been told that's just the job, right? But here's the thing, what if it's not? This right here, this is the whole game. It's the one core idea that can change everything. Chaos isn't a necessary ingredient for a great event. Nope, it's just the symptom. It's what shows up when clarity is missing. And believe me, I get it. It really does feel like a storm. You're constantly reacting to a vendor who's running late, to a client's sudden change of heart, to a problem you couldn't possibly have seen coming. It's absolutely exhausting. It just saps your creative energy and leaves you feeling like you're always playing catch up. So look at this. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, you've got reactive planning. We all know what that feels like. Chaos, stress, and, let's be honest, burnout. But over on the right, that's where we want to be. Sovereign planning. That's a world of calm, of clarity, of real, deep intention. The whole point is to move from the left side to the right. And that journey, it's not just about learning a few new tricks. It's about a fundamental shift in how you see yourself. It all starts with your identity. And that brings us to this really powerful idea. It's about adopting a new identity. Because this isn't about slapping on a new process, it's about stepping into a whole new way of being. Meet the creative operator. This is who you have the power to become. It's someone who doesn't see artistry and structure as enemies. Instead, you weave them together. You're not just a planner. You're a designer of experiences, a protector of calm, and a leader who executes with this incredible, grounded precision. Okay, so how do you actually make that leap? How do you get from that reactive storm to being a sovereign leader? Well, that's where the method comes in. Just think of the JME Precision Method as the bridge. It's the solid, practical path that takes you from that place of chaos to a state of calm command. So, here are the 5 pillars that hold that bridge up. What's so important is how they build on each other. It all has to start with clarity. You've got to know the why, the who, and the real priorities. Once you have that, then, and only then, can you build a solid structure. And these aren't rigid rules that kill your creativity. They're systems that actually protect it. That structure is what gives you sovereignty, the power to lead with intention instead of just reacting. From that place, you can finally move into calm, focused execution. And then, the process loops back with reflection. That's how you get smarter every single time. Put them all together, and that's how you build an architecture of calm. But here's the thing, a great method is only a starting point. True mastery happens when you take these principles and apply them to your specific reality. You have to adapt it to the unique pressures and quirks of your corner of the events industry. And that's exactly why this core method has been tailored into a few very specific guides. So let's walk through them, and you can see which one sounds like it was written just for you and the world you live in. Okay, first up, the Corporate Event Ops Pro. This is for all of you who are navigating those internal meetings, massive conferences, and sales kickoffs. You know, stakeholder-heavy environments where the politics can be tricky. This guide is really designed to help you do a few key things. Navigate all that internal politics from a place of calm neutrality, build event structures that are tied directly to ROI so you can prove your value, and lead with a quiet, unshakable authority, even when the pressure's on. And honestly, this quote just nails it. This is about making a shift in perception. It's about moving from being seen as the person who just executes orders to being seen as the strategic partner who's essential to the company's success. All right, now let's jump to a totally different world, the high-energy, high-stakes ecosystem of music, festivals, and live performance. This one's for those of you dealing with massive coordination, artist logistics, and all the beautiful chaos that comes with it. The challenges here are unique, right? So this guide teaches you how to advance artists with absolute precision. Manage those minute-by-minute stage schedules. Design crowd flow systems to keep everyone safe, and anticipate all the technical glitches that could ruin a show. It's all about how to stay grounded when everything is moving at 100 miles an hour. So yeah, it's pretty clear. If this is your world, or the world you dream of breaking into, this is the operational playbook you've been looking for. And now let's talk about the planners who navigate some of the most emotionally supercharged, detail-obsessed, and deeply personal events imaginable, weddings and private parties. In this world, managing logistics is only half the job. The other half is emotional stewardship. So this guide really shows you how to handle client and family emotions with a calm neutrality, how to build master timelines that have breathing room built in, and, this one's so important, how to protect your own energy so you can lead with grace when emotions are running high. This is for that planner who is ready to move beyond just surviving the wedding season. It's for the person who wants to create truly seamless, beautiful experiences, all from a place of unshakable structure and personal sovereignty. Now, for some people, reading the guide and getting the templates is all they need. But for those of you who are ready to go even deeper, there's one final, totally immersive step. This is such a critical distinction. Look, knowledge is great. Structure is essential. But to actually live this method, to have it become an instinct, that only happens when you practice it with guidance. And that's what embodiment really is. It's when you stop thinking about the method and you start living it. The JME Precision Workshop, it's not some boring online course. Think of it more like a creative operations lab, a space where you get to learn what it feels like to move and think like a creative operator in real-time situations. And the outcome here is completely tangible. You don't just leave with notes. You walk away with your personalized system, your communication scripts for handling tough talks, and with that creative operator identity fully switched on and ready to go. So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't just about what kind of events you do. The question is, which event ecosystem are you going to choose to lead with sovereignty? Are you ready to stop being a manager of chaos and step into being a leader of calm, grounded clarity? The choice is yours.